Hello, and welcome back to the Healthy-ish Home. I'm your host, Ainsley,
And I'm Gerardo.
and this is a place where you can learn to ditch that all or nothing mindset. And
We hope to encourage, inspire, and motivate you in your own healthiest journey.
all right, so before we dive into it, as you might know, we have been on an energy drink search. Something clean that has been third-party tested. And today we're going to be sipping on, crushed it.
C4.
I already sipped on mine a little too much. But yeah, so we'll tell you our opinions and rank them at the end of the video. Alrighty, let's dive into it. What are we talking about today, babe?
So today we're going to be jumping into our struggles this week, trying to deal with busyness and how to handle the grind, quote unquote, but also prioritizing sleep, recovery, relaxation, enjoyment in life, but knowing that we have to just get through busy seasons in life. And
yeah, sometimes busy seasons are unavoidable.
Right. And that doesn't mean you should neglect a bunch of other things to get through the grind. So it's trying to figure out that healthy-ish balance of life. And how do you prioritize things that are important, but also prioritizing things that you might not always notice that are important, like sleeping good and trying to reduce your stress, and then, prioritizing time with your family and all these little things that add or, make it harder to enjoy overall life.
Yes. And I want to make sure you guys know that we are talking about this because we are going through this. This is something that we're currently going through. We are currently in a busy season, a season of grind, and we are trying to navigate those waters, and we just want to take you along with us on this journey. So this conversation actually came up because you told me, hey, I think you're too stressed. And I told you, yep. And we kept on going.
Right.
And you responded.
I was like, don't know the exact words, but essentially we can't just go, I guess, the whole all in, like I just have to do everything right now, because there are negative things of being too stressed and not sleeping good and just being grinding. Just overall health, it's going to hurt you. Your relationship is going to suffer. Your mood is going to suffer. Your mental health is going to suffer. Your physical goals that you had, everything's going to suffer when you're just pushing, going full throttle with what you have. And that doesn't mean you have 100% energy to grind. Sometimes you depending on how your days are, you're still giving everything you have for an extended amount of time. When there's opportunities to step back on a few things for this busy season, so that you're trying to find a better balance.
And that's what we ultimately talked about. Okay. Step one, looking at what you're doing, listing out all the things that you're currently doing. So for me, I listed out all the things, all of my responsibilities, and took a good look at it and said, okay, is there anything on this list that I can let go of? Is there anything on this list that isn't serving me in this season, that isn't helping me get towards my goals, that isn't, that's just actually just causing more stress?
Right. Because just like a lot of people out there, including ourselves, it's very easy just to keep saying yes and yes and yes. And then before you know it, you have all these things that you're trying to deal with. Not, I guess, recognizing that you can let go of certain things. But it's very easy just to put your head down and just grind and just add more on top of your plate. But yeah, reflection, like you're saying, is looking at everything that you're doing and taking a step back and be like, hey.
It's a good name. Yeah, reflection. Step number one, reflection. We just came up with that right now. So yeah, take a good hard look and be honest with yourself. And don't beat yourself up for letting that thing go, for saying no to that thing or that person or that responsibility, because you're realizing it doesn't serve you. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
you're not a bad person for saying no.
Yeah, and then that doesn't mean it's a no forever.
Yeah.
It's just knowing that right now I'm taking on this thing that's a priority and it needs more attention and energy. So I need to cut back on things that maybe I had been doing this for months or a year that I just can't do at this season right now. And that's okay. And it's okay.
Yeah.
And giving yourself grace and patience and trying to figure this out, like that we're regular people that are trying to figure out our day-to-day life. And just wanted to share our experience with everybody else. And hey, it is a balance and it is a challenge.
Yeah.
Because at the grand scope of things, like you grind and grind and grind for what? What are you sacrificing?
That's where reflection comes in. Okay, what are my goals? What responsibilities are on my plate? What can I say no to? What is no longer serving me?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep this step theme going. What's step 2? So yeah, after reflection, step 2 would be making those adjustments. So, okay, you've decided you're no longer going to do A and B. Make those adjustments, take that step, get those things off your plate.
Yeah. Have that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because a lot of times I think we feel like we have to be superheroes and we have to do 100% for everybody and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not. We're people, and we have off days, we have good days, we have ebbs and flows and energy and life. And then I think,
Well, I think
make that adjustment.
Yeah, make that adjustment. And I think keeping reflection on the top of your list every day, like as we're walking through our day, what are our goals? What are our purposes? What are we pursuing in life? Does this serve that? Whenever someone asks you to do something, whenever an opportunity comes up to say yes to something, I think it's important that we ask those questions. Is this going to serve my goal, my big picture? Is this going to add value to my life? Is this going to help me? And that's not selfish. That's life. Like, you need to prioritize yourself and your family and your goals before you can give to someone else, I think.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And well, that's kind of the big thing that made me realize it's like you're saying, not saying you, but like saying yes to other things. I'm like, but what about us?
Yeah.
What about our kids?
Mm-hmm.
What about things that we already have planned that we want to achieve?
Mm-hmm.
If we're saying yes to other things that are pulling you away from that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and on top of already the list of things that we have planned,
Mm-hmm.
that's where like, hey, we need to have a conversation and step back in certain places where we can. Well, obviously we're not going to step back from spending time with our kids.
Yeah.
We're not going to step back from spending time with one another.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to, like trying to figure out where you can. And that's where the adjustments are. Like, it's not all or nothing where I just drop everything so I can recover and stress, but also means you're not going 100% on everything, trying to do everything.
Yeah. Because, you can only give what you can give.
Yeah.
So making those adjustments, having those conversations, and then going from there. What's step 3?
Sticking to it, I think. Sticking to your plan. I know a lot of times that's easier said than done, but at least I know a lot with me. A lot of things come up, and then saying no is like okay, and I need to learn to say no to things that I just want to do and get into, but just recognize that like just not now. Like, it's okay, I'll do it later. It's not a defeat. It's not a failure. It's just not right now.
Yeah.
And recognizing that and trying to figure out ways where we can reduce our stress, reduce our busyness, where we can prioritize recovery, prioritize rest, prioritize connection. These are all things that all have to be interweaved in our week.
Yeah.
And
I like that. So let's call this episode 3 Steps to Managing Your Stress. I think that's great. Step 1, reflection. Look at what's going on. Look what you have on your plate. What can you say no to right now? What needs to be removed in this season? Like you said, it might not be forever. You can come back to it. But in this season, what do you need to let go of? What's no longer serving you? Step 2, making those adjustments. All right, I pinpointed what's no longer serving me. I found what I can get rid of. Now take those steps, have those conversations, whatever needs to get done so that you can make those adjustments. And step 3 is sticking to it, continually coming back to your reflections. What is your purpose? What are you striving for? What are your goals? Are you honoring that? Are you honoring yourself? Are you showing yourself that respect to continue on that plan? Because that's what it is. Like, why do we have goals? Why are we striving to be better for ourselves and for the people we care about?
Right. Yeah.
So you need to show yourself that by honoring your plan and sticking to it and saying no when no needs to be said.
Definitely. Well said. And on the note of, because I that's one of the big things that I recognize that's hindering our enjoyment in life is just being so stressed. And what stress has been doing to our relationship, to your own health, to your relationship, our kids, where it's like, how do we reduce stress? And you've had some things that were suggested to you. I always had some things that I was like looking into and wanted to share with our audience. What are some ways that we, because everyone gets stressed, like everybody has to deal with stuff, right? Everybody has busyness. Everybody has things that they got to do. It's not just unique to us, and it's not just unique to a few people. We have a lot of things.
Yeah.
Everybody's like that.
Well, I've realized, and I've shared with you, that I feel so much better when I look at everything that I need to do and I actually make a plan, make a schedule, and stick to it. And it sounds like, really? You make scheduled time to hang out with your kids? You make scheduled time throughout your day to hang out with your husband? Yes, because I need that. I need to know, for one, it makes me feel like a better spouse and mom, that I am giving, what's it called? Devoting? Is that the word? I'm devoting time. Is that the word? Doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. I'm giving time.
Yeah.
It makes me feel better as a spouse and as a mom to make sure that I'm giving uninterrupted time to my kids and to you. So if we can schedule that out for the day and be like, okay, they're around, yeah, and of course I'm taking care of them. Like,
Yeah, on a daily basis, yeah.
But in that day, like, okay, even if it's just, I'm going to go draw with Leo for 20 minutes. Even if it's just, I'm just going to go chit chat with Forrest, maybe take him on a walk for 20 minutes. Like, it may seem like not a lot, but then to be like, okay, I spent time to connect with them intentionally. I feel good about that. I feel like a good mom because of that. Now I can go back to studying.
Right.
Or doing whatever it is I have to do, you know?
Right. Yeah, well, that's the thing.
So I already know that even though I'm stressed about everything I have to do, having a schedule relieves a little bit of that. And being able to stick to that schedule. I think that's why I get so, like, thrown
Anxious,
off when things change. I'm like, wait.
Yeah. Like, we didn't agree to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, we have a lot of stuff where it's like, you got work, we got school, we got volunteering, we got kids, we got exercise plans, we got meal prep stuff that we want to be doing all the time. And yeah, I totally get that scheduling things out isn't just reducing our stress in the moment, but like it's setting us up for stress relief down the road because it's already accounted for. We already planned for it. So when that day comes, where like 3 or 4 days later, we already know what we're going to be doing, you know? And it's like, it avoids kind of like with meal prep, you don't have to be thinking and worrying about what you're going to be eating because it's already taken care of.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, when am I going to spend time with my kids? Oh, on this day, I already planned to do this amount of time and hang out with them and be intentional.
Intentional time, yeah.
Or like with us, it's like, when are we going to go on our date night? Oh, we set a time. Yeah, we already know. So come that day, we're already thinking about it. We already planned for it. We already have the time alluded to that. And I think that's a big part. A big part of like, not just it helps you, but also it helps me too, especially when our calendars are synced up. We're like, okay, I get pinged, I get reminders to myself because in all the busyness, it's easy to forget. And
we have things that we want to do. And I think it's maturing out of that. Like, oh, I want to do this, so I'm going to go do it right now. It's like, okay, you want to do this? Let's do it 3 days from now. Like,
yeah,
it's like, and that's just like maturing, and our plates are full. So
yeah,
we can't be as spontaneous as we once used to be, and that's okay. That's not a bad thing. Like
yeah, and that's the thing I've struggled with. I know because my hobbies, 1,000 hobbies that I have, and I got to recognize that there's certain seasons where that stuff all of it has to go on pause, or I just pick one, and I've kind of like trying to, brainstorm like how do I do it all, but in the reality I can't do it all.
Yeah,
I don't want to sacrifice in my relationship with you. I'm not going to sacrifice my time with the kids. I'm not going to sacrifice certain things. And my hobbies are one things I'm like, I'll be okay. Like, that's okay if I put a break and put pause on certain things. And give me a second here. I'm trying to make sure we got everything.
Yeah. So we're talking about stress and ways to relieve it. I just brought up scheduling because that helps me a lot.
Yeah. So it was almost down to here. We're almost to the end then. We should pretty much say so. We do all these different things.
We can talk about walking.
Yeah. Okay. So things that I've looked up and that you were suggested to help reduce the stress that we're talking about, like for you, you're just saying scheduling things out and planning. Super awesome. I like it when we especially do that for food in our intentional date nights, because I like knowing when we're going to be able to spend that time together. Breathing, you can look it up. I'll put a diagram on there.
Yeah.
Where that's been interesting because was doing certain types of breathing sometimes where I get just overwhelmed at work and I'm just like, I don't know when I'm going to be done. I got all these other things I got to do afterwards. I would do some form of breathing exercise that I thought was appropriate, but actually learning a little bit more about it and learning the technique, I was like, oh, okay, I could probably do this on a regular basis and do it throughout the day because it takes a minute, 2 minutes. Another one that I've been on and off for many years is writing a writing journal. I know that works for a lot of people. I'm not like conscious. Like when I want to write, I don't have a journal.
You got a phone in your pocket.
I know,
all
but it's
the
not
time.
the same. It's not the same as just actually pulling out a little notebook
I think
and
that's
jotting things down.
I think for me and for you in the past, it's only been like when we're extremely upset. I know you used to write in a journal when you were really mad at me.
Yes, and that's still true.
You don't get mad at me anymore.
No, it's not. No, never get mad at you.
But I like the weather's changed, so we've kind of stopped our walking. We've talked on previous podcasts about how we love walking together at the end of the day, and just walking is a recovery exercise on its own to help your body recover. And it's just I think it's a good way to just get our feelings out and just vent about our day, and also just reconnect with each other, which is a huge positive. But by the time you get home from work, the sun's already down. We have lanterns, but right now it's been super cold. And you even asked me, like, hey, do you want to go on a walk with me? And I'm like, no, it's cold outside.
Like, I'm out there all day, so.
I was like, I'm already in my pajamas.
Well, yeah, I do. And even you're like, when you're okay with me going for a walk, I'm like, oh, that's nice because.
Like, you can go take the dog.
Yeah, and do a couple laps. I know walking in itself is, kind of therapeutic, especially if you're walking out in nature and maybe you live by a trail and you can easily access that and just kind of be in the nature and the trees and the fresh air. But yeah, it is kind of windy right now, especially late at night when I'm trying to do the walks.
There's no nature. You're in the dark.
Well, I'm just saying, if that's a possibility for you, that's even a huge plus on top. But be able to get a couple laps and get your movement going.
Freeze! Wait! Stop! If you guys are liking this video, please take a moment to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. It would really mean a lot to us, and it'll just help us reach more people and help other people on their own healthiest journey.
All right, back to it.
All right. I agree. If there's nature around you, and like if we were both home in the middle of the day, I would love to want to walk with you and chit chat and de-stress and recover my muscles, but with the time change and the weather right now, it's not really enjoyable.
Yeah, for you, yeah. Well, for me, where it's like, I know sometimes I'm on the computer for a while, and like I'm in the sitting position for a while, and my brain's like ready to like explode, and I'm like getting really tense.
Yeah.
Going for like a quick walk, kind of just like it's like an exhale for my whole body.
Oh yeah.
I was like, okay, I can get back to it. Another one is reading a book.
Oh yeah, we were
talking about reading books that you enjoy, and reflect in the past couple months that kind of dropped off.
Oh yeah, because all the studying and all the academic books we're reading, and it's just like at the end of the day, I don't think about it, or I just don't want to do it. But I think starting small and just, like I said, open it with the intention to read one page and just do that. And if I just read one page,
right,
I know I'm going to get value out of that. And
yeah, because every day multiplied out, reading one page at a time,
just before bed.
Yeah,
just attached.
It doesn't have to be. It can be whatever book you want. For me, I like growth-minded books. I think we've talked in previous podcasts before where we both like learning books. It's not about just a fictional.
Well, I'm still trying to get through Mel Robbins' Let Them Theory. Go pick it up. It's great
stuff.
But yeah, once starting school, I just stopped reading that because I'm like, but I do find it like it is a useful book to read. Like we talked about before, we don't like fiction. Like we don't enjoy it.
Yeah. At the same time, though, reading it feels like an accomplishment. It's like a little win.
Yeah, just not the fiction books, but
no.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
But yeah, so I want to finish that book.
Yeah, and it was fun when we were doing it together because I'd read my book, you'd read your book, you'd interrupt me, like, hey, this is what it's about, and I'd interrupt you, like, hey, this is what I'm, and it was just another way to just disconnect from the stress and the worries and the busyness of life, and that only took 10 minutes, maybe not even that.
So what do we have? we have reflect.
Mm-hmm.
We
Make
have
adjustments
Make the adjustments.
and stick to it.
We have stick to it. And then just finding some way to relieve the stress that you can't get rid of. So if that's going on a walk, finding a relaxing hobby, reading one page of a book, finding something that will that disconnects you from the everyday stress.
Yeah.
To just, like you said, like let your body, your brain take that deep breath.
Which reminds me of another one, which is like stretching. You
Mm-hmm.
know, a lot of people like doing yoga because you're doing the stretching, you're doing the deep breathing.
Yeah.
If you're able to just take a break from whatever midday, that's always good too.
Yeah, and we talked about that before, just taking 2 minutes here and there just to do those box breathings or to do a little stretch. I just can't say it.
What are you saying?
But that's why we're having this conversation. Like, we're not trying to tell you guys what to do. We're just trying to help you with your journey as we're going through ours. So if you guys have any ideas or any habits that you already use to reduce stress, please drop them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed any of this, please hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Now let's dive into, what do we think about C4?
Dun, dun, dun.
It's kind of funny because I went to the store and grabbed these off the shelf because they are NSF certified, third-party tested, which is I can't talk today, guys, which is what we've been looking for. So I was super excited, and I've heard about them, and I see like buff people drink them all the time. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
They've been
advertising.
around for a while.
Yeah, and they've been like, I think one of the first performance energy drinks, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was super excited, and I sent him a picture of all the flavors that I got for us to try, and he was like, are those, what'd you say? Those look like they're artificial flavored.
Yeah.
And
Because
I'm
I'm
like,
like, how do you have a flavor like Jolly Rancher without it being synthetic?
and I'm like, no way, because it's third party tested. So that's where my brain went. And then I
Yeah.
looked, I'm like, oh, no artificial colors. It says right there. And he's like, well, they're not going to advertise that it's.
So that's color.
So I went to go read more, and yeah, they are synthetic flavors in it, which, like you said, obviously, because it's Jolly Rancher. So that was, we're looking for a clean energy drink, and for us, clean means natural ingredients. And we want it to be third-party tested by NSF Sport to know that what they say is in it is actually in it, and there's nothing that, there's no banned substance or anything.
Right. And other things that we don't know about,
Yeah.
And that's been the whole journey part, is trying to figure out, first we're trying to look for clean stuff.
Yeah.
And then we found out that clean, the whole like natural ingredients, natural flavors, not have a bunch of extra chemicals for just no reason.
Yeah.
So that was the clean journey. And then we're like, oh wait, how do we know if it's actually in there?
How do we know it's clean? Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, let's look for third party tested. And then we're like, okay, let's do all third party test NSF. But at the same time, just because it's NSF doesn't mean it's also a clean drink.
Mm-hmm.
And not everything is available. Like there are some that are like, oh, tastes really good and it's clean, but like it's not third party tested. And then vice versa, this is third party tested good, but it has all these extra stuff that we don't necessarily care for.
So it's been a real learning experience. It's been a real journey, like going through, like really saying what we want out of a drink and then trying to find that. So it's been fun. We've tried a lot of interesting drinks.
Yeah.
So there was a ding finding out that it has artificial flavors. And
which is like, like it's not the end of the world,
but it's not
just for
want.
us. Yeah. It's just something like we know it's out there. We just got to find the one that we actually enjoy.
That we like the way it tastes.
Right.
That it's all natural and that it's third party tested.
Yeah.
And those are the boxes we need to check. So these, they taste fine. They're good.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind drinking these all the time. I just like, why can't they get natural flavored ones and not have? I was even telling you it has things. I'm like, why does it have beta alanine?
Yeah, and that I can feel the beta alanine. I started to
you get the tingliness.
Yeah, I can feel it in there.
Where it's like, I get that it's for performance and the muscle fatigue and yada yada yada.
Yeah, you read that. You're like, is this pre-workout? I'm like, no, it's just performance energy.
Yeah,
but it's like, yeah, I get it's marketed towards
athletes.
Yeah, so I get why. It says in there, fuel your performance with beta alanine and caffeine.
Or that's an ingredient that I personally just
You
don't
don't
like.
want, yeah.
Because I'm sensitive to it, and I've had it in pre-workouts, and it's very uncomfortable what it does in my system.
How you respond.
So when I started drinking this the first time, and I was like, that's the same feeling that I used to, it's not as intense, but I get that feeling, that tingly in my skin, which it bugs me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what's in this? Is this like pre-workout energy also? And then they're like, no, it's just regular performance. And then I started looking at the ingredients.
Yeah. And 200 is actually a lot of caffeine. I don't know if we need 200 milligrams of it. That's a lot.
Is it?
I think 200 is a lot.
I think 300 is a lot.
300 is more than 200. So yeah, 300 is a lot.
Well, I think 150 probably
I
wasn't
like
enough.
the 180.
I like 200.
160 to 180. But either way, we know I metabolize it quickly anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't do it. Like you drink these and you'll easily pass asleep.
Yeah.
Or you'll start yawning like after you drink it.
But yeah, so how would you rate these? Okay. We know what we like about it. We know what we don't like about it. It's obviously not the one for us. But overall.
You want to just rate it real quick?
Yeah.
I think, okay, 1, 2, 3, 7. Wow, we've been like
we've been singing up
the past lately. 3, huh?
I do want to note that there is a C4 that is supposed to be all natural flavors and colors. No artificial flavors or colors. And that was like the C4 Performance Energy Carbonated. That was like the title. I didn't find it in the stores, but when we looked it up, they said there is a... Yeah, remember it said carbonated?
No, but I thought I looked up another one.
No, not the C4, not for C4. We looked up a lot earlier. But for C4, there is a version out there, and I think the only distinction is it says carbonated on it. From what I believe. So
I'll look it up. We'll put it in there.
Not I don't want to like ding C4 all the way, just for the ones that we're drinking. Love that it's NSF Sport certified. Yeah. So these aren't a winner for us. We're gonna keep looking.
That's right.
So stay tuned next time, guys. Again, thank you for tuning in. I hope some of our tips to help manage your stress are helpful. Again, please let us know how you manage your stress. What are some habits that you implement? Because it might help us as well. If you liked any of this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And we'll catch you next time.
That's right.
All right, guys. Till next time. Bye.